Hello, my name is Stewie Dibbins, and I simulated every possible battle between gym leaders, Elite Four members, and champions, that is over 5,000 unique battles, to find out who is the very best. In this one, I'm going to be going over Gen 9 trainers and ranking them by win percentage versus under trainers. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and let me know what you think the hardest trainer on this list is. At number 13, I have the first gym leader, Katie, who ended with a win percentage of 1, which made her the worst ranked gym leader of all time. I did a ranking of every mon in the same way as I did here, and her team of Nimble, Tarantula, and Teddiursa ranked on average 950th overall, which I think is also the worst ranked team of all time. Her best and only win came against Lieutenant Surge, the electric type gym leader from Kanto. Her team is really slow and really weak, and worst of all, her ace is mono normal, which has a lot of resists and immunities. At number 12, I have the second gym leader Brassius, who ranked 101st out of 108 total, with his 11 win percentage. His team of Petitle, Smoliv, and Sudowodo ranked on average 784th. His best win came against Kabu, the fire-type gym leader from Galar. Again, another really slow team that it overly relies on Terra to make Sudowodo not be terrible. At number 11, I have the third gym leader, Iono. She finished with a win percentage of 38, which was 77th overall. Her team of Wattrel, Bellybolt, Luxio, and Miss Magus ranked on average 516th overall. Her best win came against Larry of this Elite Four. Honestly, kind of surprised that this one didn't rank higher, because I've always thought of this as one of the more difficult third gym leaders. At number 10, I have Elite Four member Rika, who finished with a win percentage of 46, which was good for 67th overall. Her team of Wishcash, Camerupt, Dawnfan, Dugtrio, and Clodsire ranked on average 448th overall, which is very bad for an Elite Four member. Her best win came against Kukui, the champion of Alola. A while back, I did a run where I beat Gen 9 with first stage Pokemon, and this Elite Four member is one of the easier ones because you can just set up on the first one and then outspeed everything but Dugtrio and one-shot. My point is, her team is very vulnerable to getting run through considering how slow it is. At number 9, I have the fifth gym leader Larry. Larry finished 59th overall with a win percentage of 49. His team of Kamala, Dudunsparce, and Staraptor ranked on average 338th overall. Larry's best win came against Lucian of the Sinnoh Elite Four. This is pretty solid for a mono-normal trainer. He's got a lot of strong guys and some good speed in Staraptor. He, like every other normal trainer, has no way of beating ghosts or rock or steel types, so that keeps him further down on the list. At number 8, I have the fourth gym leader Kofu. He finished with a 52 win percentage, which was good for 51st overall. His team of Vizula, Wugtrio, and Crabominal ranked on average 381st overall. His best win came against Leon, the champion of the Galarian region. Mono water teams have done really well on these lists, so this ranking is not surprising, even though I am not terribly impressed with his team. At number 7, I have the 8th gym leader Grusha. He finished 47th overall with a win percentage of 47. His team of Frostmoth, Beartic, Satitan, and Altaria ranked on average 302nd overall. His best win came against Drake, the Dragon-type Elite Four member from Hoenn. Ice, opposed to water, has really struggled on this list, so him getting this high isn't too bad. I feel like I've been kind of underwhelmed by these teams so far. Seems like they're going back to just throwing teams together rather than trying to actually build up synergies and good teams. At number 6, I have the 6th gym leader Rhyme. She ranked 40th overall with a win percentage of 58. Her team of Banette, Houndstone, Mimikyu, and Toxtricity ranked on average 288th overall, which is around the ranking of an Elite Four member. Her best win came against Nessa of the Galarian Elite Four. This is a very solid team, probably the most difficult fight of the gym series. She's got some synergy with Mimikyu covering Dark weakness. I'd like to see a faster Ghost type rather than Banette. Maybe she and Iono can get a trade going for Miss Magus. At number 5, I have Elite Four member Larry. Larry ranked 37th overall with a 60 win percentage. His team of Tropius, Oricorio, Altaria, Staraptor, and Flamigo ranked on average 291st overall. His best win came against Raihan, the Dragon-type Elite Four member from Galar. This is a pretty solidly constructed team. You've got Flamigo for Rock and Ice types, and Altaria and Oricorio for Electric types. You don't really have an Electric type answer, just counters. Something like Gliscor would have been a really good addition to this team. Flying type in general is one of the weaker types, which makes it difficult to get much higher than this. At number 4, I have the 7th Gym Leader Tulip, who finished 36th overall with a win percentage of 60. Her team of Furgraf, Gardevoir, Espathra, and Florges ranked on average 217th overall, which is the ranking of a champion. Her best win came against Lucian, the Psychic type Elite Four member from Sinnoh. This team has great synergy. You've got Furgraf for Ghosts, and Gardevoir and Florges for Dark types. You also have great speed in Espathra and great bulk in Florges. There's a lot to like about this team. At number 3, I have Elite Four member Poppy, who ranked 16th overall with a win percentage of 78. Her team of Caparaja, Magnezone, Bronzong, Corviknight, and Tinkaton ranked on average 166th overall, which makes her the 3rd strongest trainer of all time, behind Lance of Gen 2 and Leon of Gen 8. Her best win came against Cynthia, which, I say this every time, is not an easy thing to do. Steel is an elite typing, and Poppy has one of the best teams of all time. I think the main thing holding her back is a fire-type answer and a lack of speed. In my opinion, this is the hardest fight of the game, but that doesn't necessarily agree with that. At number 2, I have Champion Geeta. Geeta ranked 11th overall with a 80 win percentage. Geeta joins Wallace and Diantha as the only champions that don't top their generations list. Her team of Espathra, Gogoat, Vizula, Avalugg, Kingambit, and Glamora ranked on average 289th overall. Her best win came against Hassel of this Elite Four. It feels like Geeta just threw some guys on this one. Half of her team is bad and the other half doesn't really make any sense. Espathra should be speed boost with substitute, stored power, and calm mind. Glamora should be lead Glamora, stacking hazards, rather than her ace. And Kingambit should never come out as early as it does, and it should be a war crime that this guy doesn't have Sucker Punch. That's just free wins, Geeta. This isn't that difficult. You think that 12-year-old little Jimmy that borrowed his Switch from his older sister to play Pokemon Violet is running Rapid Spin or Defog on one of his mons? No. Lead Glamora smashes him, and Kingambit can reverse sweep him with that Toxic and Rocks damage after one Sword Stance. Have no mercy, Geeta. Destroy this child's dreams. At number 1, I have Elite Four member Hassel. He finished in the top 10 overall, and I will save exactly where for the next video. His team of Noivern, Haxorus, Dragalge, Flapple, and Baxcalibur ranked on average 205th overall, and his best win came against Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh. I keep saying this, but dragons are really good, and Hassel's got a really strong team with a lot of coverage and a lot of speed. And Baxcalibur being one of the best pseudo-legendaries of all time doesn't hurt either. Overall, I think this gen is a bit lackluster when it comes to difficulty. Outside of the Elite Four, I'm not too impressed, which is weird because this is easily the best gen of all time when it comes to mon selection. So I'm not really sure what happened here. So that's my list. I'm going to continue with this series, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see the rest of the videos. Thank you, and goodbye.